Hi traders, this is David from Wave Trader. Today I want to show you a trade I took on the GbpJpy currency pair, a sell trade, and I want to show you what I was thinking and how I got into the trade. Now, before I go on, you would have observed that some of my trades, a lot of my trades actually, I like to make recordings of them while they are in progress. This is because I want you as traders to see the setups and the patterns and the entry levels that I use so that you can get into these trades early. Because for me, I believe getting into a trade early gives you the opportunity and also the calm mindset to wait your trades to the end. Because the mantra of the trader is to let your profits run and to cut your losses early. Now, if you do not get in early, the tendency for you to be anxious about your trades will be there, even if you are making profit. But if you can get in early, because the point of getting it early is to lock in your capital, okay, by maybe 10 pips, 5 pips, even 20 pips. But the point is, once you've locked in your capital, you can let that trade run for as long as it needs to. So I'm on this trade right now. I'm on the GbpJpy currency pair right now. This is the weekly time frame. Let's go to the monthly so that I can give you a top-down analysis of what I'm seeing. Now, right off the bat, you can see that we have a strong bullish situation going on here for the past 2 months. Okay, we had a sort of semi-railroad tracks or tweezers here, and that is what has pushed the market up. Which at the same time, I could call this a rebound of the last downtrend. Okay, so if we were to take our levels from here, you can see that the market is butting against the 62% retracement level now. I don't know if it's getting ready to turn around and keep going down, or if it can go forward a little higher, but this is the monthly chart. So once we've made an analysis there, we can go down to the weekly and have. So on the weekly, we have what seems like an Elliott bull wave, which seems to have run its course for now, because we have the first wave here, the second, third wave, fourth wave, and well, we are still in the fifth. Okay, so you can see a spinning top here. Now, whenever you see a hammer bar or a spinning top, especially on a higher time frame, going down to the lower time frames will show you a possible wave top or wave bottom situation, depending on where you saw it, be it an uptrend or a downtrend. So right now, because this is an uptrend and we are seeing a spinning top, there's a possibility of a wave top situation happening below. So let's go lower and see. Okay, and by the way, you can see that the market is butting against an area of it was support before. Now it's resistance for this level. Okay, so that's something for you to notice. So resistance, spinning top, okay, and then the 62% retracement area reached. And there's something else I want to show you on the daily chart. Now, this is the daily chart. You can see where the market is right now. If I take a level, okay, let me take the price level of this move up. Okay, now you can see that the 6 target is here and the market is beginning to show signs of weakness here. This is how powerful the wave calculator is, because once the market achieves the targets, all targets, most times, not all the time, but most of the time, once the market achieves all targets, it tends to turn and reverse the other direction. So when you combine all these things together, it helps for a more informed trading decision. So by counting the waves, you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so probably we are going to go into a phase of correction here. Okay, of course there's a possibility, because MACD is still trending up, so there's a possibility of this market just retracing a bit and going up a ways before making a full reversal. But let's go down to the 4-hour chart and see what we see. So on the 4-hour chart, we have negative divergence going on here, and at the same time we have a wave top situation. Some of you may not be able to recognize the wave top, but I can tell you that as long as the first point is higher than any other point there, that is a wave top situation. Okay, so let's just clear the last calculation and make a new one. So by taking the APAC calculation here, using this as my number 1 point, okay, and I can still use the same level as my number 2 point, that gives me price targets to this level here. All right, you can see I placed my profit target here just below the third target, and I'll be keeping my eye on the trade, and as it goes lower I can move my profit target while locking in more profits. So on the 4-hour chart, what do we see here? Okay, the MACD has crossed and is trending down. Okay, and we have what looks like a wave top situation here. So but to see it clearly, we have to go to the 1-hour chart. So on the 1-hour chart, you can see we have our wave top situation here. Okay, so now I can even take the levels on that one as well, the price target levels. So this is the first point, with this level as the second point, and you can see price targets up to this point. So that means that when the market, and you can see that the price targets coincide with areas of support here. So that means that as the market is moving down, once it gets to somewhere in this region, there's going to be a possible retracement. Okay, and then once the retracement is over, then the downward move can continue. But for me right now, what I want to show you is where and how I entered the market. So after I saw all this from the monthly down, okay, as at the time I looked at this chart, it was in this region. So of course I had to go lower because I needed to find an entry point. So I went as low as the 15-minute chart. Okay, so on the 15-minute chart, where this rectangle is, that was where price was meandering, and I looked and I saw this wave top situation. Okay, so once I saw that there was a possible retracement going on here, I took the retracement levels of this move down. Okay, now this is the 15 minutes, so I want you to pay attention. So I took a retracement level from here, from the top here to the bottom here, and you see it gave me price retracement levels of at this zone. Okay, so I placed, this was a sell limit I placed for 2 lots. I placed it on the 55% region. Okay, let me just make it a second time for some of you who are confused. Okay, so let's just make it bigger. So you can see that it's just roughly at the 55% region that I placed my entry order. And what do you think happened? The market went up and filled me in, gave me a little bit of a drawdown, which is not much, and then you can see proceeded to go down here. Now it's beginning to retrace again, and this is the 5-minute. So if I wanted to place another order, all I have to do is go to the 5-minute chart. I mean, this is the 15-minute, sorry. So now I'm going down to the 5-minute chart. So now it's beginning to retrace again, and you can see it has formed another series of wave top situation, which is wave 1, 2. Well, this can be 3, but it's too short, so it's an extended wave. So this is 3. Okay, from here to here is 3. So now we are in the 4th wave on this small move here. Okay, so now it's beginning to bounce up again. So if I wanted to get into another sell trade, all I have to do is wait for this retracement, which will I believe will turn around somewhere in this region where my stop is. Okay, because I locked in profit. Okay, I locked in 25 pips. All right, so that means as I'm watching this market now, if it goes up and even takes me out, no problem, I would have made some money. But I'll wait for the retracement to turn around, and then I can enter in again. And if it doesn't reach that level, it's still to my advantage, because all I have to do is just place another trade. So this is how you get into trades. And you can see, let's go to the 4-hour chart. You can see that in terms of movement, it's just beginning. It hasn't even started. right? So that means that and the reason why I placed it here, you must have guessed by now, is because of I took a retracement of this move up in price. Okay, so I'll just show you that. So by taking my price targets from here to that point, you can see this is the 62%. So let's just draw it again. All right. So you can see I'm just shy of the 55 by a few pips. Okay, 55 should be somewhere in this region, but that's okay. I'm in the ballpark, and I'll be watching this trade because sometimes the market will go even further. So once it gets to this point, and I see that it still has push to it, I will lock in profit as close as I can, and I will let my trade run a little bit more. But definitely, I expect a reversal somewhere in this region, okay, back to the upside. So that's my take on the GbpJpy currency pair, and I'll have a look at the other British currency pairs and see what to make of them as well. But I think that most of them too will be doing the same thing, including the majors. The majors with that have the US dollar as their counter currency. So okay guys, that's it for now. Thank you very much.